topic that I had and why I chose this topic today is for a couple reasons. Number one, I'm starting to see some things that I kind of predicted, but at the same time, there's a lot of things going crazy in the market. Number one, interest rates were about 5%. I saw some places 5.25%. We have a decrease in overall applications. So a lot of this has to do primarily, we had Sarah on a couple of weeks ago, which she just had her baby. So Sarah just had her baby. We'll bring her back at some point, but congratulations to her. But here's the deal is that refis are down and we're starting to see less people apply for mortgages in general. And there's a little note out there that sellers are starting to drop their price. Now, when I looked at this, I was like, okay, they're starting to drop their price. I looked. So if we look for the last 7 days in our market, 245 listings price decreased. We had about 816 list, but there's about 23 to 2,500, which is about, this article said 12%. That's about 10% in the Austin market. So the question is, are we starting to see the softening and are sellers going to start panicking? What's happening? What's going on? I want to hear from you as well, Sir Ashley, because you're in a different market. What are you seeing happening?
What I am seeing right now is a lot of sellers right now are rushing to list their property, sort of like FOMO. They feel like they missed the boat with the high interest rate. Well, interest rates increasing. They're like, we need to get our house on the market right now. And those are the same sellers that are anxious. And if they don't get an offer, what we're seeing in Charlotte is they don't get an offer in the first, I say 5 to 7 days, they start to panic. And one of my clients and I, we took advantage of that recently and actually got sellers concessions in this market. We got 3% for closing costs, which is unheard of, 2 months ago?
Yeah. I mean, that's unheard of last week.
Yeah. So it really, if the sellers, if they panic, then yes, I see there might be a little softening. But if they are reasonable, which majority of them, I won't say reasonable, but they're willing to wait more than 7 days, I don't really see much of a change.
Ian, what are your thoughts, man?
So I just shared a graph that shows close price, the median close price, and then the median days on market, right? So your blue bars are the days on market, how long they last. And this is 10 days, 4 days. So you see, and we kind of expect that around January, right? Where it takes a little bit longer for houses to sell. But look at the prices. And I just don't see this continuing to go at such a sharp incline. And here's why I'll say that. And we talked about this briefly beforehand, but when you have listings in the last year or so, we're expecting like 30 people to show up or to end up showing the house. And now it's like 6 people.
Yeah.
4 people. And that's really starting to become a number that we're paying attention to. How many people are coming to see the house? But Jeremy, I remember you saying you actually have a different reason why you think that is.
Yeah. So, real estate agents, we have, Facebook groups for the Austin market, right? If I get a listing that's coming up, I'll put it on there. If I have buyer needs, I'll put it on there. If I just want to say unpleasant things about a builder, I'll put it on there, which I have a whole channel for that. So I don't really need to do that, but it's just an example. So I noticed last weekend and then this weekend, a lot of agents saying, I'm not getting any showings. What's going on? I don't have any offers. And then today I saw agents, it's Tuesday. So Monday and today I've started seeing like people post like, hey, my listing didn't get any offers. It's this. Do you have any buyers for it? And so I think the seller was surprised and the agent was surprised. Now, I've kind of predicted this, and I've been saying this to sellers particularly, is that if you're pricing a property aggressively in this market and the first week it doesn't sell, just be a little patient. But just like what Sir Ashley just said, be a little patient. But if you're priced high, here's what's going to happen. And I'm not saying like aggressively high, but let's say a home is valued at 550 and you price it at 565, or let's say $1 million and you price it at 1.1, right? Because that's kind of comparison. Well, at 1.1, if I would have paid 1.1 for that house yet, and that's $100,000 over list price, and it's at 1.1 now, I don't want to pay 1.2 for that house. And I think a lot of buyers are starting to go, look, interest rates are really high. I don't want to just write a crazy offer on a property unless I absolutely freaking love it. So I'm going to be a little more patient. I'm kind of in the same boat. We're looking for properties potentially outside of Circle C. And so it's actually just moved. Congratulations, his new home office.
Yeah.
So, and my wife's upset with me because I'm being so picky. So what I think is happening is a lot of these listings are priced kind of at the top of where they should be priced. And so you're seeing a lot of buyers go, I don't want to go 50 grand higher. I don't want to go 100 grand higher. Even though there's so much demand, I think buyers are finally getting fatigued where they just don't want to be in the fight. And so I think if you're pricing your home, it's better to price it correctly versus saying, I want to get another 50 grand for it. Because I tell clients this all the time. If we price this property at about 99% of where we think it's going to list, we'll probably get 105 plus. If we price this house at 105%, we're going to get 95%. Yep. Because it's going to sit and sit and sit, and nobody wants to get a crazy multiple offer. I mean, what are your thoughts on that as far as what I'm seeing in the market?
Yeah, I think you're seeing people right now pricing it on what they want to get, not what it's worth, right? Like based on the comps and based on the quality of their home, for crying out loud. Like you can't, back to the cell phone pictures, you can't have today, right this minute, you can't compete at the very top of the market, but have, holes in the wall, have, stains in the carpet, if you even still have carpet, or 3 different types of floors and cell phone pictures. That happened, but you can't do that today, right now. And still ask for, 25,000 over whatever last month's comps were. It just doesn't work like that right now.
Thanks for watching this short of the Real Amigos podcast. For more live streams, hit here. For more clips, hit here. We'll catch you on the next one.